Holy shit, it's another fucking day. It's the best day ever again. Cause I'm a stupid fucking cat and I don't know shit. And I don't know what it is to be sad. I think I'll run around for no good reason and act like there's stuff I gotta do. I have no idea how much the world sucks, cause I have no reference level. Holy hell, that guy's bringing me food. This food sucks, but I don't even know it. Now I'm shitting in a box cause I don't give a fuck, and the guy throws it out for me. Now I think I'll lie down here, cause I got no fucking bills to pay. Sometimes I look out windows cause I'm stupid as hell. Holy Christ, it's a piece of paper. I have no idea how pointless I am, and I don't even know I'm gonna die. Now it's time to go to bed, gotta get some fucking rest, cause it's the best day ever tomorrow.
Welcome back to Remembering the Razzies.
It's cat time. You don't get the catnip yet.
We watched Catwoman today.
We watched Catwoman.
I've never seen it before.
I've seen it many times. Oh, did? This is a DC Comics film. It's in the DC EU.
Is it canon?
It's not canon.
In this movie, we follow not Selena Kyle, but Patience Phillips, played by Halle Berry, who's a digital artist.
Some kind of artist working for like an advertising firm.
Advertising firm for like a makeup brand.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to go to this meeting. She hears something that she shouldn't hear. She gets chased into a tunnel and dies. And then a cat who owes her a life debt breathes life into her, and she becomes Catwoman. And then a lot of shit happens, and she has to take down the evil CEO's wife.
Yeah.
Of a makeup company who used to be the face of the company, but now she's old
and sad.
Man, this movie's crazy.
Yeah, this movie's wild. It's very silly.
The basketball scene sticks out. I think the basketball scene is one of the more famous scenes of this movie.
Yeah, that's great. Also, the catnip scene is really funny.
Scene. The scene where she's literally dead on an island and 40 cats converge. The CGI in this movie is so bad. The whole cityscape is CG.
Yeah.
That cat at one point is CG.
When she's like running around on walls and stuff, she's CG.
Like 50% of the movie, Halle Berry is just a CG creature.
That's true, yeah. There's also a subplot where, like, she meets a cop. They're sort of dating throughout the movie, and at the same time, he's investigating her crimes, and he is so bad at his job.
So stupid.
Yeah.
There's a part in the movie where she misses a date, and she sends him a cup of coffee that says sorry on it.
Mm-hmm.
Later, when she becomes Catwoman, she robs a jewelry store, but returns everything in a bag and writes sorry on it the same exact way. It takes him a long time to notice that the sorry on the coffee cup, which he kept for some reason, and the sorry on the bag were the same handwriting. But that wasn't enough for him.
Yeah.
So he takes the coffee cup and the bag to forensics to compare the sorries, and the forensic scientist
is a filmmaker personified.
He comes to the conclusion that the sorry on the coffee cup is written by somebody who has low self-esteem.
Because she wasn't resurrected by the cats yet when she wrote that.
But the sorry on the bag was written by somebody who is confident. So the guy's like,
well, it can't be her, so I guess we're good.
That's gonna be one of my favorite, plot inconveniences the rest of my life.
And then later, he just, finds a nail on the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my god, she's Catwoman. And, instantly it clicks. He had sex with her, mind wiped. Immediately he solves the crime.
He had that post-nut clarity.
Yeah, he's like,
post-nut clarity.
She is Catwoman.
Yeah, so this movie's silly as hell.
Yeah, it's super silly. I like it though. It's not a good movie.
It was a good time.
But yeah, it's just so absurd, especially with the lens of superhero movies now.
Mm-hmm.
Just compared to that, this is just a goofy film. Yeah, that's just the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
What did it win?
What did it win? Let's find out. This movie was nominated for 7 and won 4. This movie won Worst Actress, Worst Screenplay, Worst Director, Worst Picture. Let's dive in with Worst Screenplay. It's not like the story doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you can pretty much follow what's going on the whole time. All the characters are stupid and they talk in like movie cliches.
Careful. That cable hits us, we're both right.
I knew I felt a spark between us.
At one point, Catwoman is like beating up this guy and she has him pinned on the ground and she grabs his tongue and he goes,
Cat got your tongue.
There are too many cat puns in this.
There's a lot.
Even unspoken, that fight is on a catwalk.
yeah, if I were writing the script, I would also put that in because I'm an idiot.
I would have them say it.
Yeah,
I would own it.
just
You have to own it.
yeah, in the middle of the fight scene, the detective stops for a second and just goes, catwalk.
Yeah,
They keep fighting.
you know? Yeah, I would give them more screenplay just because of things like that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, it's pretty poorly written. I think the dialogue is definitely the weakest
dialogue
in
is
it,
pretty weak.
but it's not the worst screenplay we've seen.
No, definitely
At least the
not.
whole time we weren't like confused.
Mhm.
So I'll take it.
Worst actress for Halle Berry. Now, by this point, she is an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Damn, she's pretty bad in this.
It's gonna kind of transition into worst director, but I would pretty much blame it on the director because like we know that Halle Berry can act, like
Yeah.
she can do well. I just think that she was just told to do really stupid shit and she
Mhm.
just leaned into it. And I guess you can make the excuse of like, oh, she went into cat mode and like she's being controlled by like this cat goddess,
Yeah.
which also is very stupid. We should probably bring that up real quick. The whole cat god thing is
Yeah.
a very dumb subplot.
Catwoman in DC, like you said, is not related to cats.
No.
She's a cat burglar.
Yeah, and then she just takes on cat motifs. Like
Yeah.
she's a sexy cat lady. That's her thing.
But she doesn't have like cat superpowers.
Nope, they made that for this.
Really dumb subplot, but it did give me cat mummies, and that made me laugh.
That's
a lot.
true. The first thing that you see on screen is like cat mummies.
The whole opening sequence is just hilarious because they just very cat focused.
Yeah.
But like cat through history.
Yeah, like they do it multiple times where they'll show the same cat in multiple photos, and it's like, oh, this cat's been around since Egypt. It's silly. I love it. And I guess with the director, the editing is really bad. Just a lot of goofy camera stuff. Like when she's running on the walls in the first Jewel thing, and there's a POV with a camera right here as she's like climbing up the walls.
like just following it.
It's just bizarre.
It's gross. If you haven't, I would recommend watching Halle Berry's acceptance speech because she accepted her Razzie. And it's pretty funny, but she mentions how, like, the director Pitoff is this French dude who she couldn't understand for most of the movie.
Which
So-
totally makes sense.
That translation really shows on screen. And then, unless you have anything else you want to say.
No, I'm good.
Worst Picture. This was nominated against White Chicks, Surviving Christmas, Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2, and Alexander. I can't believe White Chicks was nominated.
Yeah, White Chick shouldn't have been nominated. That seems like a thing that the Razzies would do today for political issues.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, if we can't do this face, why can they do that face?
Yeah.
It seems like that type of thing. And White Chicks is just legitimately good.
Mhm.
Like it's a little cringy, but
It's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah. Alexander, I've never heard of, but Baby Geniuses 2, I know was one of your favorite films.
It's really bad. I tried watching it ironically once, and I had to turn it off because it's just really bad.
You think Baby Geniuses 2 is worse than Catwoman?
It's-
Well, you shut it off.
Yeah, it's definitely less enjoyable. You think the CG in Catwoman is bad? The CG in Super Babies is fucking atrocious.
Okay.
So, knowing how Catwoman works, I'm guessing they gave it to Catwoman because Halle Berry was also up for an Oscar that year, and she had a great performance. So the Razzies were like, well, we definitely need to highlight the fact that she also had a very shit performance this year.
Yeah. But bottom line, Catwoman is an enjoyably bad film.
Yeah, I think it fits right in that perfect niche of like, if you're just hanging out with some buds and you want to watch a dumb movie, Catwoman is great.
Let's rank this.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta give me a second, because I didn't pull up the list.
Sure, I can do some hijinks with my cat. Hey, look, I've got catnip now. I'll give you catnip. I'll put it right on my knee so you face the camera. You didn't even do anything with it.
Now you just got catnip on your knee.
God damn it.
Let's start with best made.
Sure.
So this is pretty poorly made.
Yeah, the CG is pretty bad and the editing is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So those knock it down for me.
I'm comparing this a lot to Battlefield Earth. The editing in Battlefield Earth is very similar to Catwoman, maybe a little bit worse, but Catwoman's visual effects are
way worse. Yeah, I know where you're going with this. I would also put it just below Battlefield Earth.
You would put it below
Because I
Battlefield?
think the editing is in both are terrible, but at least like Battlefield Earth had pretty decent set design. If you ignore the editing, if you take a screenshot from it and color correct it so
And
it's not shit,
tilt
and
it.
tilt it, it looks nice.
Yeah, you know.
like someone put a lot of work into
You
it.
had to do a little gymnastics
Yeah.
to get there, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm climbing on walls and doing backflips and shooting basketballs, but I got there. In terms of most entertaining, though, I would say it's more entertaining than Battlefield Earth.
I would too, but
I wouldn't put it above Freddy Got Fingered.
I don't think anything's
I would-
gonna beat that one.
Yeah, if I came across a person who hadn't seen either Freddy Got Fingered or Catwoman, and they're like, yeah, I'll watch a bad movie, I would definitely pick to watch Freddy Got Fingered. Honestly, I enjoy watching Catwoman.
Yeah, it was fun.
So you'll hear no complaints from me. What's up next week?
Next week we are watching the 2005 American romantic comedy Dirty Love, starring famous anti-vaxxer Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, cool.
All I know is that this movie uses a lot of what they call toilet humor. So
I'm gonna love it.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Join us next week for Dirty Love.
I'm not gonna smell that. Oh man. You crazy.